My name is Mehreen and I am from Firehouse branch. So today we will do the worksheets that are related to adjectives, and we'll do the worksheet number 31 and 32. Let's open your English worksheet book. Before starting the worksheet, I will just give you a little recap. What are adjectives? Adjectives are describing words. They give us detailed information about the noun or tell us something about the noun. Adjectives are positive, comparative, and superlative. Comparative degree, in which we have to compare two nouns, and at the end we must add er. Superlative degree is the highest degree, compares three or more nouns, and we must add est at the end. I will show you some examples related to comparative superlative adjectives. So, you can see the first, fat, fatter, fattest. So, fat is the positive form, fatter is the comparative form, and fattest is the superlative form. Now, see the next example, small, smaller, smallest. Now, you can see the small is a positive form of adjective, smaller is the comparative form of adjective, and smallest is the superlative form of adjective. Now hot, hotter, hottest. Big, bigger, biggest. Now you can see these all are the examples of comparative and superlative adjectives. Now open your worksheet number 31 and see the question number 1. Draw and write 4 describing words about your favorite cartoon or story character. So class, what you have to do is you have to draw your favorite cartoon or story character and you have to describe that character in 4 words. Like, see, my favorite cartoon character is Jerry. And now, see the first describing word, funny. Second, helpful. Third, nice. And fourth one is naughty. Now you can see this is my favorite cartoon character, and you have to draw your own favorite cartoon character and write the 4 describing words related to that cartoon character. Question number 2. Write the comparative forms and make sentences of the following. Remember to add than. So what you have to do is first you have to write the comparative forms and then you have to make the sentences of the following. Remember to add than means while writing the sentences of comparative forms, you should add than. So the first word is sharp, second is cold, and third one is high. So first we have to change these positive form into comparative forms. Sharp, sharper, cold, colder, high, higher. So now what we have to do, we have to write the sentences of these comparative forms. See the first sentence of sharper. Ali is sharper than Ahmed. Cold, colder. Murray is colder than Rawalpindi. High, higher. So we have to make the sentence of higher. Mount Everest is higher than K2. So class, you have to do this question like this way. Now we have to move to the question number 3. See the question number 3. Write the comparative forms and make sentences of the following. Remember Y becomes I and we add ER. So now class, what you have to do, you have to write the comparative forms and then you have to make the sentences of the following. And remember this thing, Y becomes I and we add ER at the end as we are talking about comparative forms. So the first word is pretty, second is naughty, third is healthy, and last one is happy. Now we have to change these positive form into comparative forms. Pretty become prettier, naughty become naughtier, healthy become healthier, happy become happier. So now we have to make the sentences of all these comparative forms. So the first sentence is, my mother is prettier than me. Naughty, naughtier. Ahmed is naughtier than Ali. Healthy, healthier. My brother is healthier than my cousin. Happy, happier. Sarah is happier than her friend. So class, you have to do this question like this way. Students, you have to remember this thing. You have to make the sentences by your own self. Now, we have to move toward the question number 4. See the question number 4. Write the nouns and comparative adjectives in the correct column. So class, what you have to do? You have to write the nouns and comparative adjectives in the correct column. So see the sentences. My shoes are bigger than yours. A horse is stronger animal than a cat. The puppy is smaller than the dog. A dining table is longer than a study table. The suitcase is heavier than the bag. Now class, see the table that in which you can see the nouns and comparative adjectives. So you should know what are nouns. Nouns are the naming words, or comparative adjective, you have to see that in which we have to add er at the end. So you have to put the nouns in the nouns column and comparative adjectives in the comparative adjectives column. Before doing the worksheet number 32, you have to see the list of comparison of adjectives. That is on page number 32. So class, before doing the worksheet number 32, what you have to do, you have to learn these all adjectives so you can easily do the worksheet number 32. You can also see the irregular comparison of adjectives over there. You can learn these adjectives before doing the worksheet number 32. So now we have to move toward the worksheet number 32. See the worksheet number 32. Question number 1. Complete the chart by writing the missing degrees of adjectives. So see, positive, comparative and superlative. So class, you can see there are positive forms of adjectives: long, interesting, sharp, beautiful, little, heavy, smart, few and good. So now you can see that the long will become longer in comparative, and in superlative it will become longest. Interesting, more interesting, and in superlative, most interesting. So class, I hope you all know all these comparative and superlative forms of adjectives. So you have to do this question by your own self. Toward the next question. Question number 2. Match the following tricky adjectives. Good, worse. Bad, better. Many, less. Little, more. So what you have to do is you have to match the following tricky adjectives. These are irregular adjectives. So you have to see that good will become better, bad, worse, many, more, little, less. So now we have to see the question number 3. The question number 3. Complete the sentences by writing the superlative form. Now see the first sentence. Anaconda is one of the dash snakes in the world. You can see in the bracket large. Now see the B part. Karachi is the dash city of Pakistan. So class, you can see that in the bracket the adjective is big. Now see the C part. Burj Khalifa is the dash building in the world. And in the bracket the adjective is tall. D part. My brother knows the dash jokes that always make people laugh. And you can see the adjective that is funny in the bracket. Now see the E part. She is the dash writer in Germany, and in the bracket you can see the adjective is famous. So class, what you have to do is you have to change all these positive adjectives into superlative forms of adjectives. So class, we have to change the large into superlative form, that is largest. See the B part. Karachi is the biggest city of Pakistan, as big will become biggest. Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world. You can see tall will become tallest. Now see the D part. My brother knows the funniest jokes that always make people laugh. Funny will become funniest. So now you can see the E part. She is the dash writer in Germany. Famous, and now we have to change this famous into superlative form. Most famous. She is the most famous writer in Germany. So class, you have to do this question like this way. You have to change the positive form into superlative form of each sentence. You can see the answering key of worksheet number 32, question number 1. So this is the answering key of question number 1 of worksheet number 32. I hope you all understand these two worksheets and you can easily do these two worksheets by your own self. Thank you so much. Take care.